Hello guys, this is Digipal3. I'm going to try and record this a different way, just to see if my voice comes out a lot better than it would have. I'm recording this straight from my 3DS, rather than going through all those programs and crap. So he leads with the Politoed, I lead with my Leafeon, predicting that, and I go for a substitute, and because I knew he was going to switch into anything. But of course he still goes into a Scizor, which kind of bothers me, but it's not a Leafeon, it's a Zoroark. So boom goes the Scizor, and he's not died, because apparently it's special bulky or something. That's alright, I guess. So he switches back out, and with that U-turn, and my Zoroark still looks like a Leafeon, because it's cute and stuff, and he goes straight into his Dragonite, now knowing it's a Zoroark, and I'm guessing he wants to set up on me, or just kill me right away, so I switch here, and I go into my Ninetales Curse, which is, of course, a Ninetales, and sets up the Drought, which is awesome. And he goes for a Hurricane, but since it's no longer raining, it misses, and then I can burn him, breaking his multi-scale, which is absolutely broken, and not to mention that Aqua Tail that I didn't realize he had was now completely withered because of the sun and the burn. So even with that Life Orb, it did absolutely nothing, and Ninetales is still in this game. So he withdraws his Dragonite, realizing it's pretty pointless to stay in, and goes back into Politoed, which I didn't predict for some reason, and I just stayed in and protected. Yeah, dumb me, but whatever. So here's where I'm going to have to switch, because I don't want to stay in on a Politoed. That's just suicide. I go into my Starry Sky, a beautiful Umbreon, which probably was awesome because he toxics me, and which activates Synchronize, and Politoed gets poisoned, which is always good to have his Politoed poisoned because it has no set recovery, and it pretty much just slowly dies now, and I can get my Sun up in the end of the game. So we'll go back into my Sun, force him to either switch or something, and he hits me with nothing. He just switches. So he switches into Deadly, which is his Toxicroak. And he gets hit by his own dry skin because of the sun. I'm guessing that was a really bad play, but he wanted to switch perfectly into Umbreon, which didn't work too well. So he's forced to switch back into that and go back into his Politoed, which is still poisoned, so even though he gets his rain up, he's going to be taking little damage this turn, and my Overheat misses. Not that it would have done much anyways, but residual damage always helps, so whatever. So the Leftovers goes off, and there we go. He goes for the Protect attack, or I go for the Protect attack, not him. And then he Scalds, and it does, like, misses, because I protected, and yeah. So I'm back at full health again, and his Politoed's just taking a crap ton of damage. Well, not really a crap ton, but he's taking damage from that stupid poison. He goes in, or I go into my Umbreon, and I get poisoned again, but guess what? I'm still poisoned, so it doesn't matter. So I heal him my Leftovers, and he heals with his Leftovers, and we both get sat by poison, him a little more than me, but we already knew that. So my perfect Umbreon is just going to stay in here in pursuit, thinking he's going to switch out, but he doesn't. He stays in and Scalds, which is really annoying. So I take a crap ton of damage because of a critical hit. That sucked. But it doesn't really matter in the long run. I mean, it's just an Umbreon. I have better things to take on this team. Umbreon doesn't really do well in the rain. So I'm still going to stay in. Oh no, I switch out. I switch out and go into my Ninetales to set up the Drought again and start this crap all over again. Goes into his Scald attack there and goes whoosh all over my face, and it doesn't do anything. I don't know why he stayed in at this point, because he's clearly not in a position to do so. Because if he loses his Politoed, he pretty much loses the match. So he's taken a massive amount of damage, and I know he's going to switch this turn, so I'm going to go straight into my Flareon, as he switches out and goes into his Decode, which is a Tentacruel. I'm not sure why he went directly into that, but he did, so I have to switch out and go into my Eevee. So he sets up his Toxic Spikes. That doesn't bother Eevee, because, you know, Eevee doesn't get hit. Sets up more Toxic Spikes, completely underestimating Eevee. That was his dumbest move ever. So I smash him with a full power Frustration. That Choice Band and Adaptability Frustration does a massive hit. Takes down more than half its health, and he's forced to switch out. So there we go. He goes into his Toxicroak, and I simply OHKO the freaking, No, he lives with, like, 1 HP, but then dies from the sun. So yeah, he's pretty much OHKO'd. That's awesome. That's the true power of the cuddly one. That is Eevee, because Eevee's awesome. But Eevee then faints to a simple Psyshock because it's a Starmie, and Eevee ain't living that. So we'll go into Leek Fox, who is I think we're in the sun still. So but then I switch and go directly into my starry sky, predicting ice beam. I don't know. But it didn't matter because he went for the Psy Shock, which tells me he's scarfed or something because he doesn't have life orb recoil. So I know he's going to switch here, and I hit him with that pursuit, which does a crap ton. Boom. Yeah, pursuing Umbreon. It's the best thing since blueberry muffins. Just saying. So he goes back into Dragonite, which is burned, and at this point I don't really care about my Umbreon, but you know what? I'm just going to stay in here and get hit by whatever. I do survive the extreme speed, and I go for a Moonlight, which recovers a pretty good decent amount of HP here, because we're in the sun, so it's going to heal 75%. So that puts my Umbreon at a really good position to hit this, to hit anything that comes in, even with the poison. So I'm going to stay in and try and heal Bell here. But he sits off and roosts. That becomes a problem, because when Dragonite roosts, it means he's going to sit there and stall a lot. But I heal Bell and get rid of the poison off half my team, and that begins awesomeness. So there we go. So the burn just slowly hits the stupid thing, and he swings a Hurricane in my face. That sucks. He hits a 70% accuracy Hurricane, and it makes it look so powerful, as I pursued him thinking he was going to switch at some point in time because he can't do anything to me. But he did do something to me, so that proved me wrong. He's hurt by burn and all that jazz, and then he hits me with another Hurricane, taking out my Umbreon. That was upsetting for sure, because Umbreon was such a good wall. I love her to death. But oh well, there we go. And now I'm forcing onto my Slowfox, which is actually might be my Zoroark. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's my Zoroark. Okay, so Zoroark smashes on the Dragonite. Because, yeah. So there we go. Dragonite's down, and Zoroark gets a free kill. So he goes into his Palitoad for some miscellaneous reason. I couldn't tell you why, but then he goes directly and withdraws it into his Decode, which was his Poliwrath. I mean, that's not a Poliwrath, folks. Into his Tentacruel, which takes the Dark Pulse rather well. That was really upsetting, because then he has the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge, and I know he's going to just do stuff. So this turn I'm going to actually switch out because I don't think I can kill him with another hit, even though I don't know why. And I go into my Ninetales to just try and do stuff to him, set up the Drought, and stop him from using Rain Dish. As he went for Protect, so I guess it was a good play anyways. Yeah, there we go. He gets his Recovers and Leftovers, and even though he should be using Black Sludge, but hey, that's logic for you. He goes and protects because he likes an HP, and he likes to poison me, and I don't know. I go for the HP Fighting, which is funny because that's the only move I have to hurt that thing. So I used HP Fighting just because I knew he was going to protect that turn, and what do I do next? I think I go for Overheat. Yeah, I go for Overheat, thinking I can do at least a little damage to the Tentacruel. I almost... Sorry about that. That was bad. I hit the record button again. Whatever. So yeah, the Overheat almost kills it, and he scalds me and does nothing. So we're pretty much back at a stalemate. I know he's going to protect this turn, so I have nothing better to do than to switch out and go into my Leek Fox. I think this is the real one. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the real Leek Fox. So he's going to protect this turn. I predict that, or well, he's going to protect this turn. I'm going to predict that and go straight for my Swords Dance, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I go for Swords Dance. Yeah, I go for Swords Dance here on that Tentacruel, which pretty much just screws him, says, no, I got double speed, I'm the fastest Pokemon in the game, you should die. So there we go, I got Leek Fox versus Tentacruel, and it's all good. So he withdraws Decode, knowing I'm about to swing at him really hard, and he sets up the Rain, and ruins my sweep. So there we go, I smash him with the Leaf Blade, it's whatever, Palitoad's finally dead, and we're all good. Alright. So he's, yeah, I lose some HP, blah, 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 whatever. He goes into predictions, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going to switch out. And I go into my Nine-Tailed Curse to set up the sun one last time, so that, my, Leafeon has a leeway to beat him all, and stuff. He hits me with the superpower, but at this point, I don't really care. All Ninetale's job was to set up the sun, and then set me in there safely. It did that. Now we could safely just get in there. So I go into Leek Fox. This one's obviously the Leafeon, but I don't think he realizes that. I hit him with an Aerial Ace because it's the only move I had to hit a freaking Scizor, and it doesn't quite kill the thing. That was disappointing. I can tell you that much. That was really disappointing. But hey, whatever. So I switch out and go into my slow fox. I believe this is the... Is this the real one? I don't even know anymore. I think this is the fake one. This might be the Zoroark. Yeah, this is the Zoroark for sure. Alright, so I'm going for my Dark Pulse here, I'm pretty sure. Because I can, yeah. But he protects himself, or maybe I set up a sub. Yeah, I set up a sub because I predicted the protect. Okay, there we go. So now it's impossible to kill me with anything he has in just one shot. He has to stall me out. So can he do it? Who knows? So I hit him with a Dark Pulse this turn, because I'm all like, yeah, go Dark Pulse. But he goes and protects himself again, because that thing can get 2 protects off in a row, and it's really annoying. Yeah, whatever. Doo-doo-doo. So, yeah, he recovers his HP there with some leftovers, and I get hurt by poisons, and he tries to protect the 3rd time and fails miserably, so I hit him with that Dark Pulse. And it does finally kill the Decode. So, Tentacruel's down, and that is awesome. All we got left is, I believe, 1 more Pokemon, I think. Maybe 2, I don't know. So he goes into Scizor, and I just flamethrower the hell out of him, because, you know, Flareon using flamethrower, that's actually his Zoroark, it makes sense. So yeah, there we go, that kills him off, and, whatever. So he goes into, oh no, I actually died from the poison, and I go into my Elite Fox, my, awesomeness, and he goes into his Starmie, so I can easily finish that off with a Leaf Blade, and that'll be good. I believe that would be game. I'm not quite sure. Let's find out. Yeah, that's game. Leafeon for the win. Well, this has been Digipal 3, aka Gleam the Tri-Tailed Fox. I figured I'd try it this way. Let's see what happens. See you later.